everyone's dancing merrily in the new.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas.
The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I bought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in a storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
I'm Brian Priest, and you're watching Under the Lights Racing.
What is up, guys? Good evening here from UTLR. First of all, I'm so glad that y'all have decided to join us tonight for the UTLR Xfinity series live from Kansas Speedway. No true pre-race technical difficulties have prohibited us from doing so tonight, so yeah. Also, let me know if I'm having sync up issues with the audio versus the game. If my audio is off from the game itself, for some reason, audio has been a issue on our last couple streams, so it's been delayed. So please let me know throughout the race at certain points if the audio is delayed any. Please let me know so that way I can fix it or try to fix it on air. It's been an issue the last couple weeks, and I've tried to fix it, and we're hoping that it fixes itself. But yeah, welcome to Kansas, guys. It will be an awesome day. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a great night. Sorry, trying to get stuff settled in as well. Multiple messages coming through at the same time. But we have a lot of excitement going on. It is Christmas. It's the month of giving. We have a lot of people getting ready for the Happy New Year's and the Christmas holidays. It's such a great time to be alive as we have great racing, and we are excited to bring you great racing from tonight. Apologies for not being able to bring you coverage last night due to unfortunate circumstances. We'll have a broadcaster from here on out starting next week. It's going to be Bad News Ducky taking over the booth, so he'll be there and giving us coverage of the Cup Series each week. So beginning at Chicagoland next week. Getting streams pulled up here. Getting Dusty's stream pulled up. Thank you, Dusty, for your POV. And also Flash, he started streaming his POV as well. So thank you, Flash, for your POV. Tonight's starting lineup looks like this. We have 22 drivers tackling this Kansas Speedway. It's going to be Nick Jensen, SP, on the pole position for these 100 laps, and is going to equal this 150-mile race. Dude Chef is going to be in second place to his outside, our winner from last night's Cup Series event. Flash himself in third place, followed by HD in fourth. That is going to be... Actually, hang on. Let me readjust something because I forgot. Give me 1 second. I had to adjust the lineup. I forgot one person. So we're going to have 21 on track tonight. 21 drivers making up this field this evening. As the drivers are just kind of waiting around in the lobby. Kansas being a very hard track to work around. This is a high groove preferred racetrack this evening. It's going to be a tough one to navigate. We're on a 2-time normal draft, so nothing out of the ordinary, which is always a good thing. The drivers love the ordinary tracks. I love being an owner having to tackle things all at once, so my apologies for the delay. Got to update the lineup for them. Okay, so starting lineup is SP first, Dude Chef in second, Flash in third, HD in fourth. That is Mr. Dusty Stud in fifth, subbing for Bad News Ducky, who is having internet issues due to a snowstorm. We have Deport subbing for Mr. Edgington, who's out tonight. So Edgington out tonight with the sub of Deport. Deport driving the number 90 car tonight, starting in sixth. Starting seventh is Mr. R. Denny, a great starting position for him in that number 47 car. Maybe he could come to life tonight. We'll have to wait and see. Starting 8th is Mr. Drake himself. Starting 9th in the number 10 is Mr. Weiss. Starting 10th is INF in the number 6. Starting 11th is Ham Wallet. Starting 12th is Garage God. Starting 13th, Athletic Yeti. Starting 14th is Knockdown. Starting 15th in the number 5 is Load Broke or Outlaw. Starting 16th is Collator, the Doc. Starting 17th is Mountain Ranger. Starting 18th is Mr. J or XX Yeti. Starting 19th is Mr. T Com, Wildcard Merc. He will be joining us after being away for about a month due to personal reason. He'll be back joining us tonight in the number 99 machine. Starting 20th in the number 0 is Mason the Forge. It is old Meso. Starting 21st in the number 21 is going to round out this 21 car field. It is Mr. Jack Boy himself. And Jack Boy, believe it or not, had an interesting couple of days. He's off in West Virginia and had his brother actually transport his wheel, his rig, 8 hours away to be able to have it so Jack Boy could race tonight. So he did not want to do a controller. He's like, I'm doing it on my wheel, and I have my brother deliver it personally via his pickup. So dedication right there. That is what that is called. Great, great dedication. All right, so Kansas being a 1.5-mile racetrack, it's been a very high groove track. I'm very excited to see what these guys can do. An underdog for tonight. We also will not have Luke in the booth, so do not have Luke beside me tonight, which is unfortunate. He is down with illness, so prayers that he is healed up quickly, and we will see him next week at Chicagoland. Honestly, underdog. I can't say Dude Chef is an underdog at this point. This guy is doing amazing, and has won a lot of races recently. So, Dude Chef is one to watch out for. He's been on a tear recently, winning the last 2 Xfinity Series races and Cup race last night. Maybe not to win, but an underdog tonight, I'd say would be Ardeni if he can stay out of the wrecks and avoidance. Ardeni starting high up in the field, definitely somebody to watch for. Obviously, we're going to be seeing Weiss. He is starting 9th. Expect him to be up towards the front along with SP and Dusty Stud. Those guys probably being your front runners. INF might have something for him. He's down there in 10th, so look out for INF. People coming from the back of the field is going to be guys like Ranger could do something. He's been a good threat here in the Xfinity Series, doing very well, consistent top 5s and top 10s. Also, another guy coming from the rear, Jack Boy, obviously. He'll be one to watch coming through the field. Clater, if we have any strategy in this game, is going to be up to that number 39 machine of Zach Clater to get it done. So, a couple good notes this evening. INF, pretty quiet. I don't know how, because I've got my mic right up on me. So hopefully that is better. Sorry, I'm hoping that's better. But yeah, it's going to be a great night, guys. I'm excited for this one. Just kind of chilling right now. Hope everybody's day has been well. Mine has been stressful. But it's going to be a great night of racing here from Kansas. Obviously, y'all know the deal. We're hoping that Heat 5 servers get to stay around. We haven't really received much news recently about that, so we're just kind of hoping that we can get going and that we can remain up past the new year. So, kind of in a delay right now. We're waiting on one driver's internet that has died. But yeah, it's been let's see. Latest NASCAR news we got coming out was Noah Gragson for Front Row Motorsports will be driving the number 4 machine. Using a different font. Obviously, it's not going to be the SHR font that we've been used to for all these years, but a new font with truck centers or Rush Truck Centers will be on the car for a few select races. That was just recently announced over last night. And then today, Trackhouse Racing has announced that they will be running in the Rolex 24 at Daytona in 2025 with Connor Zilic behind the wheel. Also, American native now, SVG. SVG will be behind the wheel for a stint of the Rolex 24 along with Connor Zilic and 2 others. I don't have them right in front of me, so I don't know exactly who. But Trackhouse has entered into partnership with Cadillac and their partners to bring us a show in the Cadillac Mobile. Also, coincidentally or not, it'll be the 91 car. So that is their number for the Rolex 24 is number 91. Speaking of 91, obviously Project 91 will be returning next season in 2025. So Trackhouse has announced that as well, that they expect some drivers to show up next season, and they're going to offer the Project 91 back into play for the first time since 2023. So with SVG winning at the Chicago Street Course, that was the I believe that was the last driver to be in the 91 machine. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. Obviously, SVG going full-time Cup Series racing this upcoming season in 2025. For you college football fans, obviously those guys have been, it's been awesome. Waiting on the playoffs. Obviously, Texas Longhorns played this Saturday. Let's go. All right, so the 4 drivers for Trackhouse at the Rolex 24 at Daytona. It's going to be partnered with TF Sports to fill a Chevrolet Corvette Z06 GT3.R in the GTD Pro class. That will be Connor Zillich, SVG, Scott McLaughlin, and Ben Keating will serve as the team's drivers. Again, the number being 91. But yeah. Like I said, just waiting on the drivers here. Also, some news from Adam Stern this evening and Steve O'Donnell, and says NASCAR COO Steve O'Donnell on whether the sanctioning body is already starting to draw up a next generation Gen 8 car, and he says we are working on everything. So the Gen 8 car, we just got done with Gen 7 in 2022. Where's Gen 8? It's on the way here soon. But we are loading up, and we are ready to go. So we're going to go trackside for tonight's command to get engines fired here from Kansas.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The race starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, it's go time here from Kansas. The engines are roared to life, and we are ready to go as we get ready to load in here. Tonight I am sponsored by the Cuties oranges. They are very cute and tasteful. So SP, there he is, coming off to turn 4. I don't have time to go through the lineup as we load in a little late, so I'm going to give a view of SP as we get ready to take the green flag here from Kansas Speedway. 2 by 2. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. We're underway from Kansas. Dude Chef on the bottom of the racetrack, sporting the Army look for RCR. They are going all out on the Army for their main Army man, Mountain Ranger. That is the one of Flash out back behind him. Look at these cars going 2, 3 wide into the turn 3 for the first time. Dude Chef out to excelling lead with SP and Flash side by side, and there is the 9 of Dusty Stud out to his outside, and there is the 4 of HD. Where did he come from? Let's see, in the back, Dr. Claire trying to make his way up through the field, and that is the 99 of TCOM. One driver already down on the apron trying to get out of the way of harm's foul. That is the 15 of Dude Chef. What happened to him? Something happened to Dude Chef. He has fallen out and is now in the very back. And these guys are going to be fighting for the outside all night long and trying to slide job. And it's not going to work, and it will work for some. Flash to the lead. That is Dusty in second, and SP into the third position. Looking back, here is Deport subbing for the 90 of Edge, sporting another Army look. They're 3 wide in front of him. They're going to sort it out 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 to the field. That's the 47 of Ardeni in a Mac Tools mustard looking car. Deport into the outside wall. Here comes Denny. Here comes a 20 up Athletic getting to his inside is the number 99 of TCOM or in the back. And there is the famous 21 machine of Jack Boy. And you see, Trackhouse has made an appearance. We have agreed to a matching color set, just like the Army guys. Ours is not an Army or a certain tribute. It's just a good matching set, because you know here at Trackhouse we're pretty good, so you'll see how Yeti and Jackboy have matching cars for Trackhouse. There's that red, that crimson red. First stage, 22 laps, and Dusty Stud to the outside in the number 9. And he's going to storm into the race lead and Flash down to second place with SP. Still hanging on third. There is Mr. Mountain Ranger himself, sporting the look of Army. And he said, you know what, I'm the man, I'm the reason why you are making these schemes. So I'm going to go green for Army. Army green. And Ranger already making his way inside the top 10. You see him in the 9th position, making his way through the field, making his way downtown. Downtown to Kansas Speedway. To the inside he goes for Denny. Tries a crossover, slide job. It works for Ranger. Crossover by him. Denny will not attack back. There is Yeti. We got Athletic Yeti, we have Yeti. Knockdown in his previous comments said, you know what, I've been tired of the way I've been driven. I'm going to drop aggressive, and if it means I make enemies, I don't care. He finds enemies wherever he goes. He doesn't want to go back to his old habits, but he said, if I must, I will, and I shall. So we'll see how that 89 performs all night long. You see, they have now kind of split into packs here. You get this little pack right here, Ranger, that is Meso and R. Denny. This little threesome pack, and then you got a pack up front. That is Deport up on the outside groove, trying to make it stick and trying to make it work. The only way they're going to attack this bottom tonight is going to be if they want to slide job the car. This time by will be 11 laps left in stage number 1. We're halfway. Looks like we have already lost one driver out of this race early. It is HD, whose internet has been honestly not the best recently. So, unfortunate for HD, but that has been the case for him recently. Internet problems deterring him from even hitting the racetrack, and he's been lucky to even get 3 laps in. Tonight he got about 11. Meso trying to make it stick right now. He lost a little bit of ground here, but he's trying to make it back up here in the second half of stage number 1. See Dusty Stud out in front, battle for the second position between, that is, get up to it here. Dude Chef fighting his way back up toward the front. Bang with Yeti, that is SP, that is INF, and that is Flash. Second, third, and fourth. So they do have enough gas to make it to the end of stage 1, which is good. The question is, they're close enough, but can that pack of 3 work to get to Dusty? They are there. SP into the outside wall. He tagged it into turn 3, which is going to allow INF to take over the 3rd spot. Flash up to P2, out by him lonesome. Now SP is going to have to fight the charge to get back up to the front. See, everybody else kind of throughout the field has split up and not really packed up anymore. Deport and that is Denny. Sorry, that is Drake. That is Deport and Drake for position. Here's a little bunch right here. Mason's into the outside wall. Everybody's gonna work by him, and Yeti sticks up to the outside. Athletic does, and sticks to the outside. He's gonna let Meso in. I believe that is Yeti trying to make a move on Denny. Jack Boy out by his lonesome, trying to track down. That is, I believe, the 89 of Knockdown. No, that's the 44 of Ham Wallet for position. Mason got into the wall again, just barely. Athletic into the outside wall as well. And Denny cuts down low, gets the outside wall as well. And here comes Yeti up the middle. And Dude Chef on his back bumper. Good race so far. Very clean, no cautions. Been caution free all night long. While we're checking in on other drivers, Flash has fell back to the 4th position and the race is on for the lead. INF has caught Mr. Dusty with 2 laps to go here in stage number 1. It's going to be 1 lap to go this time by. You see INF close the gap down on Dusty. One to go in stage 1. Who's going to get to the line first? INF is going to set Dusty up for a turn 3. Probably a slide job here. Here he goes down to the bottom. Dusty for the block. Dusty into the outside wall. Here comes INF. INF power slides it. And here it comes Dusty back to the inside. And Dusty crosses him back over for the stage win. Stage win goes to Dusty off of a slide job pass off turn 4. What a stage won by Dusty and INF. Slide job pass by Dusty or by INF puts him out in front, and Dusty attacks on the attack. INF comes home second, SP third, Flash in fourth, Deport fifth, Drake in sixth, Ranger seventh, Yeti in eighth, Dude Chef ninth, and R Denny rounds out the top 10. Way to go, R Denny on a top 10 in stage number 1. Stage 2 looking to get underway here. It's going to be a green flag event here, hopefully. On board SP, and TCOM stays out and forgets to pit. Classic move by him. He'll be followed to the back and hoping that he can make it back around. INF and Dusty out in front on the restart. Garage God on the attack here. We haven't talked much about him. Deport on the attack on the inside, and here comes as Jackboy on the outside, following behind in pursuit of Ranger. No, that's Yeti. Sorry, getting confused already. Yeti has made an appearance inside the top 10. Way to go by the 11 car, and Ranger has been on the attack. Ranger, I'm telling you, Ranger has success. He has seen victory lane once. Now in the Truck Series last year, he moved up into the Xfinity Series, and that guy has been a mission man. In 4th place right now is where he sits, battling for 3rd. He's going to settle into 4th and maybe get the spot taken away by Yeti for the 4th position. Yeti looking good. Contact made. Ranger's going to slide up maybe. No, he's not. He's not going to be cleared. Here comes Yeti into the top 5. The number 11 machine has cracked the top 5 into 4th. Ranger going to settle into the top 10 here in about the 7th or 8th position. But Yeti, Dude Chef in the outside wall. Going to get a little bit of a nudge and a little help into the outside wall. 3 wide back behind him. But this 11 machine, look at this guy go. He has found pace. He's found the speed. Showing it early. And here he goes for maybe 3rd. And he gets it cut off by SP. Contact made between him and Ranger. Still a hell of a job by this 11 car. Ranger and him battling for 4th place. Mesa on his rear bumper. Yeah, he's probably going to slide into the 5th position, 6th position now. An attack of swarm of bees is out behind him. To the front here is Dusty and SP, and INF is falling out of it. Only got 1 around, looks like. They might get a green. I don't know if there's a caution or not. We'll see. Yeah, only one around. One kept it straight. They're going to remain green. SP in second. That is Ranger on the bottom for third. Is that our Denny who has cracked the top 5? Thought that was Deport involved in that mishap. Drake inside the top. Just right outside the top 5 actually. And that's Yeti back behind him. INF selling back into the 4th position, battling side by side for the race lead. Ranger to his outside for the 4th position. Meso for 3rd. Here comes Drake to the outside of INF now. And Yeti to follow. INF going to let them sort it out. He's going to take the inside 3 wide on the middle of turn 3. Is it going to work? No, it's not. Maybe. Just maybe. We're going to keep it 3 wide off of exit of 4. That is Yeti in the middle. INF to the bottom and Mesa to the outside. And here comes the 15 of Duchef. Back to his middle. Back to his outside. Here he goes. INF is going to clear up and into position. Now, Yeti is going to get the attack back to him and fall out of position. While all this is taking place, we get to the driver of interest right here. That is... Where he is. Depot on pit road. Drake, right there. Drake to P3. It's Dusty, SP, Drake, and Ranger, top 4. And it's a battle for 4th. Out back behind. Where are we even at in this stage? Holy hell. 19 laps in stage number 2. We have 10 completed. It'll be 11 this time that we have completed. What a battle, what a stage by these drivers. As Deport out ahead of them, who just came off pit road. Drake has settled in P3, and there's a gap back behind. So there's a top 3, and then here's 4th, 5th, and 6th as Duchef has entered back in the picture in the top 5, and that's Ranger and INF, and they're still working their way back behind. Look at this swarm. That is the 11 of Yeti. There's the 0 of Mesa we're on board with. That's 1 of Flash, and back behind them, you see Jackboy entering the picture, and I believe that is Athletic Yeti right there. In the 20, and there is Denny and Jackboy battling for position. Jackboy gets around Denny. Dusty still maintaining control. It's a swarm out back behind. Look at this. This is insane. Top 3 have pulled away, and this big old group has now reeled in the few drivers, and here comes Jackboy beside Ranger. Ranger got into the outside wall. Here comes Athletic Yeti now. Athletic Yeti in front of Yeti. Trying to reel that outside. Those top 3 are not as in touch with each other as they once was a few laps ago. Looking strong though for Dusty, SP, and Drake. And this is just for stage 2. Out back behind is the battle that we are constantly watching though. Is this group. You got Flash, Mesa, and now Jackboy. That is INF and Dude Chef out in front of those. So this group is kind of split up on just a touch, not by much though. They're back to his back bumper, flash back to INF. Dude Chef leads the pack. Dude Chef is INF's teammate, so he's probably going to give him a little bit of slack and give him the help that he needs. Mason goes up to block the 21's run by Jack. That is flash on the bottom. You see Athletic, Yeti, and yes, I mean Athletic, Yeti, and Yeti. Out back behind him, lost touch with this top group. Flash is going to lose position here. That's one thing I'm liking about these drivers. They're doing very, very good job at maintaining position, swapping positions, and not giving each other too much of a hard time right now. 3 to go in stage number 2. It's been green flag racing all race long. We're almost halfway through this race already. It's been amazing watching these guys so far. Come around for 2 laps to go now. This battle rages on in the back for 4th and beyond. SP has trouble, and no, sorry, that's Drake. Drake goes too far into the corner, and he's going to lose all that time. SP into the wall. SP into the outside wall. Now the race is on for 2nd. This just became a 2nd and 3rd, 4th, 5th. Now Duchef has entered the top 2. Dusty out in front. 1 lap to go. Drake got loose and lost it and had to fall back. Didn't kill anybody, but then SP just hits the wall off exit 2 and kills his car. So now Dude Chef and everybody goes battling for 2nd place. But out in front, the chaos ensues behind, but come off turn 4 for the 2nd time tonight. It is Mr. Dusty Stud capturing stage number 2, this time with no issues. What a stage by these drivers. 2nd was Dude Chef. May still got 3rd. 4th. I can get them to go back up. 4th was INF. 5th, Jackboy. 6th is Drake. 7th, Flash. 8th, Athletic Yeti. 9th is Yeti. And 10th is Ranger. Who do you not see in that top 10? That is SP, who fell outside of the top 10. I don't know if he blew a tire or what. But he is falling back outside. On board Flash, we get ready to go green here in stage number 3. We are going to crank it up here live from Kansas. No, there was 2 around. I don't know exactly what happened. Meso got turned around, but at least on my end, he got turned. Went almost head on to the inside wall. I don't know, maybe lag or something, but Meso was dead sideways. So I don't know how he is still with the pack. And then, unfortunately, Jack Boy got the worst end of that one. Go make sure. Yep, Jack Boy got some damage. He is now in the back. No, he's gonna be frustrated because of that. He's gonna be looking for a huge break, like a caution to come out here soon. But no caution. We're gonna stay green for right now. It is 49 laps to go. These drivers are going to start getting racy here. See Drake trying to make moves. That's knocked down into the outside wall. He's going to hold it up. Maybe, maybe not. They all swerve to avoid the contact. And there goes another one around. And there's two involved back to back. That's going to be a caution. See if they throw it right now or not. And they do. Caution is out for the first time this evening. Huge break for Jack Boy, who will be wanting to get some help. Under caution for the first time tonight, we're going to get our friend Kenny in the booth tonight. While we're under this caution break. So under caution for the first time tonight, and we'll see how these drivers are able to handle with being the first caution already in stage 3 late in the running. And Kenny, welcome in tonight. There is your invite, good sir. See drivers on pit road getting their stops. Again, this is a huge break for Jack Boy, who just got collected in that weird wreck that wasn't a wreck. I don't know how it wasn't, because we had Mesa on our end, head inside wall, getting ready to take it to the infield, and then he's still with the pack somehow. So then Jack Boy in the outside wall and got collected. They'll be choosing this time. Kenny, you got your ears on? I don't know, I cannot hear you. I could try re-inviting you.
Hear me now?
Yeah, there we are.
There we go.
Awesome. Got the invite for the game?
Yeah, I'm in right now.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Well, late in the running to join, but glad to have you on board for the last about 50-ish laps.
Yeah, I saw you by yourself now, so I figured, hey, what the heck, I ain't got nothing going on right now, so.
Hell, if I would have thought about it, I would have invited you before the race started, because Luke was out sick tonight, so. Well, recap is this is our first caution of the night. So, some key drivers have been kind of bad passes. Drake, Ranger's been up there. Dude Chef has been battling his way from the rear of the field from early on and making his way back up to the front. Athletic Yeti been kind of on the attack here and there, but the top competitor, obviously Dusty, charging through the field all night tonight. And first caution of the night, getting ready to go back green.
Yeah, to be honest, the fact that this is the first caution comparing tonight to last night is actually insane. Running in the cup race and us actually going single file is actually kind of impressive. I honestly thought the Xfinity guys would have just as the same amount of trouble that we had in the Cup Series last night. So good on these guys for keeping it clean and keeping it fun. So
Yeah, these guys have been doing pretty well. Been impressed all season by these guys. They, for some reason, they tend to do better than these Xfinity cars, and they seem to enjoy it. SP does a great job at running the series, making sure everybody stays good. So, great job by him. As we get ready for the Geico Restart Zone, Kenny, we're back on the green.
yeah, green flag back in the air as they go down into turns 1 and 2, 2 by 2. As they hitter into turn 1, we got a couple cars on the outside trying to make it work as they go down into turn 1. Bottom side, pretty much dominant through the first corner. When you try to get it to the top side as quick as you can as you go down the back straightaway, as you see Dusty slide up, slot into that top spot, down into 3 and 4 they go. Everybody fighting and battling for position as they go down into turn 3. They'll hit the high side. We've got cars all lined up, nose to tail, freight train in that outside. Out front, Dusty Stud leads the way, but INF and that number 6 trying to make something happen as they complete another lap here.
Yeah, here in the back, or probably about 6th or 7th place back, is this number 11 car. He was doing very well up front in 4th, battling for 3rd with Ranger early on, and that's Mr. Yeti. Has learned the ways of the Xfinity car and has cracked inside the top 10 multiple different times tonight, and even into the top 5. We'll see what he can get done in this last stint.
Yeah, Alex, these cars seem to handle a lot better on this track compared to the Cup cars as they make their way around 3 and 4 right now onto the front straightaway. Turn 3 and 4, a little bit more difficult to enter, in my opinion. You enter it more straight than you do down into 1 and 2. You've got that dog leg going down the front straightaway. Everybody kind of slides up and they kind of get the car pointed to where they want to. The inner turns 1 and 2, now they're able to get the good run down the back straightaway. We got one battling for position down on the bottom side. Top 6 looks like they have broken away.
Yeah, 42 laps to go this time by for Dusty Stud, the dominator of the night. But you see back in the 5th position, Mr. Yeti himself, right behind SP, INF, Dude Chef, and Dusty, the challengers of the night. And here comes Ranger back inside the top 5. Ranger's been, 3 wide.
15 in the wall issues. They're almost 4 wide off of turn 2.
And look who just excelled in the 3rd. Ranger coming with a vengeance. There is Drake, who we've been saying is fast, who has speed. He's been up to 3rd place, highest tonight in that 74 machine. 41 to go.
Now I can barely hear me on the stream.
Let me see. Probably had to turn it down just a tad. There we go. Now I'll fix it.
Yeah, these guys are doing a real good job staying nose to tail down into turn 3 and 4. Oh, we've got one through the infield. I think that's the 20 car. I don't know who that is.
As Athletic Yeti, number 20.
Oh, Yeti. Oh, man.
The
I will
other
say this,
Yeti.
though. The Xfinity. Yeah, the other Yeti. Yeah, see, that's always a problem come Cup race night when we've got both Athletic Yeti and, our boy Jay. It's real hard to keep up with those guys. We say Yeti one time, and he's like, what? And it's not him, and it turns out to be the other one, so.
Yeah, very impressed, though, so far. Our boy Jay, though, Yeti, he has fallen back into the top 10 still, but has lost that 3rd position to Mr. Dude Chef, and Ranger's still hanging on to that 5th position. I tell you, man, Ranger's been doing very well. It's been a great job so far.
You don't have to tell me, dude, being the team owner for RCR and getting to see him go out there and represent us well. Him, Edge, and, Ian, when he gets his opportunities to do it, obviously Ian not able to make as many races as he wants to, but obviously real life comes first, and, we're going to be supportive and we're going to back him no matter what. At the end of the day, he's going to keep his ride in the 92, even if he races or if he doesn't race, it does not matter to me. So. But the main factors right now for RCR are that 36 car and the 92, the 90 car. Edge has done a real good job this season, keeping up in points. And Danny, man, I've been saying since day one, he's a hidden gem, man. He's one of those guys that you don't think about. He's always there to try to capitalize on real good finishes. We got 3 cars mowing the grass. Oh, wow.
Caution for something. I don't know what, Kenny, but
what was there, debris on the track? Or?
Hell if
was
I know. I'm gonna guess so.
that old gopher, what's his name, Digger.
Digger came
was he out there
alive.
dancing on the back straightaway?
Looks like something happened with the 39. Clater, he's got some front end damage. I think maybe Digger came up through a wrench at his car.
And it looks like Double X Yeti, our boy Jay's gonna get a free pass here in the 11 car.
He should be on the lead lap. I don't think he ever fell a lap down. It looks like it. Not many people were a lap down to begin with.
Now, so I don't know if you've noticed or not, but there are a couple of guys tonight running a similar scheme for RCR.
Yes.
I don't know if you happen to notice.
I've noticed
So what we're
that.
doing with that, the all three RCR cars, obviously Ian couldn't make it, but our boys Eddie, and Danny, and apparently our boy Sam over there in the 15 car, Duchev. He's on our Cup team, so he's running the same custom scheme that he is for the Cup cars. These cars, we did a very special thing with these cars. Our boy Danny is going to be graduating from his Army school here in the next couple of weeks, and we wanted to we let him pick a color scheme for us. And this color scheme is one of Danny's favorites. It's the Mark Martin Go Army number 8 car, but we put our own little twist to it as a sign of compassion and support for our guy. We went out and we all changed our wheel colors to match to a branch of the special services. So as you can see, the 90 of Eddie, he's got those purple wheels. That's for the face service, and then you've got Ranger with the green wheels supporting his branch, which is the Army, and then Duchev in the 15 with the blue wheels supporting the Air Force. We had a different couple. We had some other colors last night. Knockdown was representing the I believe it was the Special Forces, and then I was representing Army with the red wheels, and then Eddie was supporting the Army Police, I believe is what he said. He was supporting the Coast Guard. So we did an Army tribute week, and last night RCR got their second win of the season, and we would very much like to dedicate that win to Danny and everybody in the special services with these cars that we're running this weekend.
That's awesome, and I love how the schemes match, and then you got the man behind it all, the one that you're representing, running slightly different, with the same scheme but just different colors. So, kind of making him the main man.
Well, that's him. I made everybody run the same scheme except him. I figured, since he's the one we're honoring tonight, this week, I figured I'd let him keep his green inside on the number. It turned out looking better than I thought it would. So it all worked itself out, and we're all proud of Danny and everything he's done, and obviously we're real proud of how he's been running these last couple of weeks. So we're looking forward to seeing what happens tonight. It looks like we're stacked up and ready to go. Alex, what do you take on this one? Do you take the bottom on the restart, or do you think you can get the run on the outside coming out of turn 2?
I love the outside here. It's the way to go no matter what to me. That's where I restarted all night last night. The Cup race was the outside. Only a couple times that I get the bottom is because when everybody went to the top side, I gained all that track position, and I knew I could try to stick it out and hold to the bottom coming off turn 2 and be side by side and hopefully blend up in front of everybody.
Dusty got a real good jump on that start.
Yes, he did. Duchev did not take off on that one. And here comes Drake on the inside.
A handful of spots.
Now, I like how MHR tonight, Drake and Denny are actually sporting the Loves scheme tonight. They're doing kind of exact opposites of each other. Same thing with Trackhouse doing a red, gray, and black scheme as well. So a lot of matching schemes tonight.
Yeah, those matching schemes that y'all did last night for Trackhouse looked really good. It was hard to tell who was who, but you guys really nailed the color scheme for this week. I'll give that to y'all. Ooh, it was back further in the field. Meso tagged the outside wall going into 1.
Yeah, last night it wasn't ours wasn't really a dedication or anything like that, like yours was. But I mean, we thought the scheme looked good, and it was off of Crimson's Moose car that he was trying to run. And we decided, you know what, it looks good. Let's replicate it, and let's put it all of our cars, and let's confuse some people.
Well, fitting that you put it on for a track like this, you know, a topside dominant track where the Moose car got famous. Is it looks like we got one around in a trial.
That's Outlaw, who only won. I don't know how he avoided the entire pack, because he came right back up in front of them.
I couldn't tell you, man. That was close. That was as close as you could get on a wreck avoidance right there. Is everybody keeps it clean and green, as everyone is pretty much nose to tail right now coming down the front straightaway. Alex, you know, last night we saw it a few times. You think we're going to see a few slide jobs here in the last couple of laps? Or
Oh,
you
man.
think we try to get to the point now and try to lead the way and hopefully try to get a better shot into pit road?
Dude, later on we're going to start seeing him late in the run. I have a feeling. We saw it at the end of stage 1. Slide job by INF, crossed over Dusty, and then Dusty came right back and charged out ahead. We see one on the wall.
And Ranger hard into the wall.
Ranger looks like he may have had a little bit of help.
Yeah, it looked like he got hooked off the 74's front bumper.
Yeah, super
Gathered
unfortunate.
it back up.
He should be fine, I think. And Kenny, that's part of the outside whenever you run here at Kansas is you get too close, you get comfortable running the outside lane, and just a slight tap the guy back behind, and you're going to be in the outside wall. There's no room for forgiveness.
Unfortunately, no, and that kind of falls on the guy behind you. I mean, there's nothing you can really do because, I mean, the guy behind you really has to pay attention. As it looks like Dude Chef is going to take a shot to the inside for the lead down into 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Dude
into
Chef got
one.
the win last night. He's got a real good run off the bottom side. May not pay off. He's going to slot back into 3rd right there, but I think he's getting antsy right here, Alex.
He is, and you see who's also getting antsy is that 74 Drake trying to make the inside work.
Yeah, but I don't know if I like that move. That's not going to work. That's as close as you want to get. And I think he's going to lose a spot to INF here. No, he's going to maintain, but that's one of those gutsy calls, Alex, that you really want to try to avoid this early in a run on the final stage.
Yeah, it's going to be, probably looks like maybe one pit stop if they stay green. I don't know if we can do it all the way. The Xfinity guys, I have faith in them, but at the same time, they are getting racy up towards the front.
Well, see, and that's what's crazy, man. You get these Xfinity guys that can go out here and run a full green flag run, and then we get to the Cup Series, and it's like caution after caution after caution. I mean, to me, it kind of makes the Xfinity Series look way more appealing compared to the rest of the Cup Series.
It does.
I mean,
on some weeks, it is just that. 27 to go this time, coming down to 26. But yes, Xfinity always has had their highlights. I mean, I haven't really seen much out of them. They have a great, solid group, and I've always commended SP on a job well done. I say he takes the series, and Drake into the grass.
That's Drake. Oh, he's gonna come back up. Stay low, stay low. Goodness gracious.
What
oh
a
my gosh,
save.
that was almost bad.
I've seen that about 3 times tonight, Kenny, and I've just been holding my breath because you don't know if they're going to come back up.
Unfortunately, we had a lot of those that came back up to last night, and I mean that was giving me flashbacks. So,
And
I feel that.
One thing to kind of look at, Kenny, is back here in the 4th position, somebody who's entered the picture because of all this little chaos that just ensued, is the number 18 of Garage God, Garage God has entered into the top 4, and that is Jack Boy, started last, and he's charged his way up to the 5th position.
Yeah, I don't really have much nice things to say about that 18 or that 21, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that. But I mean, it looks like he's doing better tonight. He definitely had his issues last night. So, oh boy, Alex, here we go. Now this is starting to get antsy right here. Duchev goes to the bottom side, down into turns 1 and 2. I don't think he's gonna get the run he wants. He's gonna slot back up into 3rd, I think, but he's really trying to get to the inside of SP. SP definitely not going fast enough. As we go 3 wide INF with a huge slider.
And it cost
in front of the 18.
He cut the nose off of the 18 hard off of turn 4.
He didn't cut the nose off. He kicked the door down, and He just let them Bears right in. Holy cow. Now the 18's struggling to maintain position behind the 90. Holy cow. Where did they come? Hey, there's that RCR bunch we were
There
hoping
he
to
is.
see.
May not be Ranger, but it's one of them. It's cracked back in the top 5 here.
Yeah, and Ranger really recovered well from that incident earlier on. He's almost back inside the top 5 himself. I think he's running about 8th right now, 7th or 8th. But man, I bet Garage God's not happy with that 6 car right now.
Probably not, if I take a wild guess. 22 laps to go now, and again, one thing I'm starting to notice is later on in this run, now we have a good little green flag stretch. These front runners are actually staying up on the outside of the racetrack, not cutting the track onto the apron. I think maybe saving a little bit of tire.
Well, tire, and you know, I feel like once we get closer, you know, we're really going to see, you know, who's going to have the big brain strategy here. Tires were definitely a factor for some last night because they were complaining about blowing tires with like 2 to go after pitting. So I think these guys are going to try to stretch it as far as they can on tires, which is not a normal strategy for us here. Usually it's a fuel saving strategy, but you know, coming to a place like Kansas, and we got one bouncing off the wall again, Alex. We're going 3 wide down into the bottom of 3 and 4. INF trying to throw a haymaker on the 21, or no, I think he's going to keep it to the bottom side.
He tried off a turn, going in turn 3, thinking it was going to be a haymaker, but ended up not being as much. He decided to stick it low and just let them all go
out of that. Look at Ranger back into the 6th position after all that.
Yeah, Kenny, they are getting racy up in the front of the field, going for the lead here. Dusty's still out in control.
Yeah, top 4 are broken ways. The 18 tries to get to the bottom side of the 36 as they come off of 3 and 4. Oh boy, here we go.
I almost thought that was going to be the 90th Edge, but I forgot Edge is actually out tonight. That was D-Port behind the wheel of that 90 machine.
Yeah, D-Port subbing for our RCR guy tonight. I don't know if you heard or not, but his wheel
he broke his wheel.
Snapped. He broke his wheel. We were playing Forza the other night, and he said his wheel just fell off the table, and I'm like, what? And yeah, he sent the picture, and that the mount is completely snapped in 2. So if you don't believe in aggressive, hard racing, then let that be the belief point on that, because holy cow, it was broke.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, there ain't no fixing that. Even hot glue and super glue can't fix that.
No, the only thing that's gonna fix that is a ratchet strap.
Pretty much. It looks like they got single filed out, stretched thin a little bit right now, settling in for his last few laps. They got a little racy, now they're back single file, maybe try and save a little bit of what they can.
Yeah,
I don't know what the strategy looks like. 17 to go, and they have 7 laps of fuel left.
We're probably going to see pit cycles within the last 10 to 12 laps.
Yeah, because the tires are down into, at least for Dusty.
He's to the wall.
Yep, those tires are cutting low. I don't think they're going to make it the whole fuel run.
He's still in the wall, and there goes the 36 Ranger to the inside.
What a move by Ranger.
Oh, my goodness. Ranger cracking the top 5. Jack Boy, the big loser on that one, but holy cow, what the heck just happened there? As SP goes to the inside, Eddie back for 3rd as they go down into 3 and 4 as Ranger gets into the wall too.
Those tires are shredding, Kenny. It's down to 21% on the right front of Dusty with only 6 laps to go, now down to 20. So those tires are wearing thin quicker than the fuel is going.
Yeah, this place is a lot like Atlanta, dude. You basically pit for tires before you pit for fuel. And when you get on tires in these kinds of cars, man, you get on old tires in these cars, it's really tough to keep the car under control, especially running the outer groove. The outer groove is the faster groove, but it's also the loosest groove of the racing surface. And it's real difficult to maintain a fast car on a loose corner. Holy cow, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
don't be surprised if
we see
pit cycles immediately after this lap, because this is getting to where everybody's fighting the rear end of the car now.
Yeah, I think they're going to come in probably this time or next time by, I expect them in. They're down to about 4 to go on their fuel run, down to 14% on the right fronts. Yeah, they're gone. They're shredded at this point. I'm surprised they're hanging on for dear life. You can just see it on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Ranger on the outside of
See what happens here.
Deport for third.
Newport trying to get that bottom side to work, but sorry, Ranger gets a good
There
run
we
off the
go.
top, and Deport's going to enter into pit road, followed by Garage God and a handful of others.
Yep, a lot of others coming to
Knockdown,
pit
Yeti.
road.
Who is the one in this one?
That is Flash.
Flash and the
Flash
one.
knocked down.
I believe Mert. He's already in pit road too.
Yeah, so which means the leader's going to come in
And
right
Wallet.
this time.
Yeah, we'll have to just wait and see here. Dusty.
Yep, Dusty's on the bottom, so he's coming in.
We'll see right here.
SP is going to
Yeah,
stay
he's
out another
backing
lap.
it down. SP's going to keep it going another lap, but
Yeah, all your leaders pit right there, except for a couple.
I
Some
bet
have
they're just
chanced it.
hoping that they can. I bet they're just hoping they can extend it a little bit longer. But honestly, I don't like that strategy. I like pitting with the faster guys. I don't want to get away from these guys. I mean, Dusty's been leading this one, but you also got the 15 of Duchef and Ranger following them too. I mean, this is a big brain moment right here for these two, because I think with them pitting now, they're going to have a better shot of maintaining the gap and closing those guys as they enter pit road, because these guys are going to be coming into pit road just as soon as these guys leave pit road, I want to say. Because now they're leaving, and it looks like there's already guys coming out of turn 4, entering pit road.
Yeah, Yeti, Athletic Yeti, Jackboy, INF, and Meso all hitting their
NSD.
stalls right now.
Yeah. They're trying to hope that they get they get the advantage, but I don't know, Alex. I don't really like this one. I think they may have made the mistake of pitting too late. Because you and I both know, you pit too late in this, and you end up coming out worse than you went in with.
Then your night's done at that point.
Because
And
now
Dusty
they're going to have to
getting-
come out of pit.
Ooh, Dusty's getting held up by the 74 Drake. Drake and Garage God getting held up. It's not going to make... SP in front. Yep. Oh, Drake and SP make contact. They're 3 wide for second into the tri-oval. We are at now 10 laps to go. I think he went in with Dusty and all. Well, no, I think he did. I think he went in with Dusty. Farther back. Huh. Surely, though, Drake didn't. I see the speed difference, but surely Drake didn't cost himself of a possible third spot. I mean, Drake was doing fantastic, holding top 5, top 7. If he's doing this strategy, he just screwed it all away. I hate to break it to you, I hate to break it to you, Kenny, but Dusty is not our leader right now. Deport is the leader, about 1.5 seconds out in front of him. Yes, sir. It is Deport, Dusty, SP, Ranger, Dude Chef, top 5. Deport undercut them at some point. He was indeed. Yeah, he's opening up to 1.7 off of turn 4. Six to go. What a move by that. I did not expect that at all. To see this 90 car out in front, I thought it was Dusty, but no. G-Port undercut them big time, and it worked out wonders for the 90 machine. Oh yeah, Dusty. I mean, guy who usually chokes it away. Now here he comes, and he's running second. He's like, where did this 90 come from, and how is he? That is Outlaw staying out of harm's way. Yeah, 3.5 laps to go. Coming to 3 to go. They're going to get to him. This is your current Truck Series champion in the lead right now. Ranger is on the back bumper SP. What does he do? Was INF or Dude Shift do once they get to this number 90? 2 to go coming around this time. Two to go. It's all come down.
Eddie's maintained the gap. He goes down to break the draft line to try to keep the guys from sucking him in too close. As we come out of 3 and 4, Alex, this may be the craziest finish you will ever see. Coming out of turn 4, white flag in the air.
The problem is these guys back behind Dusty are going to want to battle, but they got to get to D-Port.
They are really not closing as much as they should. They might get the run down the back straightaway, but here comes Ranger to the inside of SP trying to take over that third spot. Down into 3 and 4, Ranger's got the edge. Down into turn 3, he's going to try to get to his inside, but not able to make it stick.
Ain't gonna work.
Are you kidding me? Coming out of turn number 4, he's going to get it done in the 90 car. D-Port Eddie.
With the
Holy
bold
cow.
strategy, gets it done.
Holy cow. RCR puts both cars in the top 5, by the way.
D-Port rounds out first, gets the win on tonight, throws it in there on a late pit strategy, and grabs the win here in Kansas. Dusty gets second in SP, rounds out our top 3 for interview podiums. Ranger with that P4 position.
Oh my God, that is insane.
Rounding out your top
Holy
10
cow, what a...
was Dude Chef in 5th, INF in 6th, Garage God 7th, Jackboy 8th, Athletic Yeti in 9th, and Mesa top 10. What a race.
Man, and this was a last minute deal, dude. This came about at about 4:30 for him to drive the 90 car because Edge not able to make it, man. But holy cow, what a great finish. What a great strategy, and holy cow, dude. RCR is freaking back. I hate to say it this early in the season, but we are freaking back. We are back.
What a way to get it
Xfinity
done.
and Cup Series.
We're going to go grab our interviewers. We'll be back to our top 3 interviewers here tonight. Hang tight. What's up, guys? Good. Welcome back for post race interviews. What a win! What a show at the very end of it. But standing on the start and finish line tonight is Mr. Kenny himself down there with our winner, Deport.
Yeah, Alex, down here on pit road, or actually in victory lane, with your craziest winner of the night, Deport Eddie. Deport, dude, take us through that last pit cycle and take us through the strategy to get to the point and win tonight's race at Kansas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, last pit strategy, my car would just started getting loose, and it was about 8 to go, I think, till we were about to cycle. So I'm like, if I'm gonna try something, I'm gonna try something now. Of course, there was people already calling, coming in, so I was like, well, I'm gonna make time because nobody in front of me was doing it. So I was the first one in. Pit crew did a hell of a stop, got me a 15.1, so I basically jumped the gun there, and then I just took off. I thought I probably was just gonna be right in front of the leaders. I got that big enough lead. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of netcode issues there with the wall. I was out a couple feet off of it, and it somehow put me into the wall. But saved it. Put a second on still. Come in here, technically, even though this one doesn't really, you have to win for me, but it's for our the number 90 of Edge. He had some issues going on, so I decided to park my car and take this car. But it is what it is. I also want to kind of say with Jack Boy, I know they're in like stage 2 or something. I was on the inside. I came back up, and I thought I was clear, but I guess I wasn't. I didn't really look nor call, and I accidentally walled him. It was not even on purpose. I apologize to that, man. After that, I knew he was mad, but after that, I was trying to help him get through there, and then he hit the wall, so I had to get by him. So I tried to help him back, but the good part is that we had, including with this RCR squad, we had, I think, Ranger up there too, plus Duchev again. So
Eddie,
I feel like this car was, I knew this car had a capability to win, but I just had to, but with me getting loose, I decided to pull a string and see what I can do, and it worked out in my favor.
Well, buddy, you did a great job tonight. You showed everyone that you were the congratulations, dude. And as your your owner for Team RCR, I just like to say congratulations. Way to represent the team. And RCR is freaking back, baby.
Indeed, it is. Way to go by Deport here tonight. Deport, congrats on that win, man. Well deserved. And can't wait to see what you do here next couple of weeks here.
Well, also one thing too, I haven't said this, but more than likely, I feel like that if with the issue with the Heat 5, we don't know what's going on. Fortunately, I'm going back home next week, and I don't know if I might have my stuff. I'll have my stuff, but I don't know if I'll have my headset on, so I don't know if I'll be racing. So if the heat service goes down, unfortunately, I'm gonna be elsewhere and that stuff. So basically, this is probably my last race of the year for me for UTLR. But if say the service went down, I just want to say to Avon team and all the racers here, it was a pleasure racing with y'all. Won a championship with this in Truck Series last year, and if I ended out on a win here with Xfinity, that's a hell of a way to go out. I hope it's not. Hopefully, I'm back here at Port Talladega. But if not, well, I'll hopefully win on some other games.
Of course, indeed. And before we let you go, any shout outs tonight?
Probably the whole RCR crew. I mean, this past couple weeks with me, Kenny, both of us, we tried to sign in. We got both Duchev and Knockdown in there. And I felt like just with them two, our morale in the team chat it's been more active and it's been more boosting with us. And I feel like we're lifting each other up. We're throwing off ideas with each other, and it's working for us this past couple weeks. We're starting to click a little bit more. We're starting to get more consistent, and hopefully we can come out and hopefully we can dominate all the way across the board for RCR.
Hell yeah, man. Well, we hope to see you next week, but if we don't, then it's been a pleasure for sure.
Yeah, I'm still deciding if I want to bring my headset and play, but have a screen that has a little bit of delay. So I don't know if I want to do that to those boys.
Hmm. I feel you. I feel you. All right. Well, with this, we're going to take on to second place down on pit road after a hell of a job by Deport A tonight, and we come up here to our runner-up, Mr. Dusty Stud, my man. Nothing new finishing this position. um, Probably wasn't the way you're expecting it. You had the dominant car. Kind of talk us through that last strategy because that's what it came down to. You had the dominant car, was just rolling on rails, and all of a sudden, did you do anything different to your strategy, or was it just pure luck that Deport was able to capitalize on it and get it done?
Honestly think Newport just had the strategy, go in before everybody else and get those first 2, 3 laps on those fresh tires while everybody else is trying to stretch out the tires a little more. And he was able to get that big gap. But honestly, I thought he took two, so I thought the race for the win was between me and SP. That's why I was racing him so hard. But I mean, I think if SP was in front of me, we probably would have caught up to him a little quicker. But yeah, I thought that was the race for the win either way. But yeah, shout out to Eddie. Pulled that out of his ass. I did not see that coming.
I think it took the world for surprise. Even it took me and Kenny for surprise up here. We're talking like it's a race for the win between you and SP for about a solid 3 laps, and then we realized, hang on a second, Dusty's not in the lead. So, uh, hell of a job tonight, though. Were you lacking any speed in that car? Because you seem to have everybody kind of up your ass all night long. So it was a great run for that 9 car subbing in for Ducky. Were you lacking any speed though, or you just couldn't get it done?
Oh, I mean, I guess he just had such a gap, and then with SP right on my bumper, I was kind of maintaining him while trying to get to the gap to Eddie. So, yeah, sorry if I messed him up, but it's racing.
That is, my man. Well, obviously, been a pleasure racing with you, or racing against you. Different set from last night in the Cup Series versus tonight. What do you think the big key takeaway was for the difference when it comes to this Xfinity Series? Because we've seen it time and time again this season with it early on, from the Xfinity Series being so much better than the Cup guys. What do you see different that takes place in the Xfinity race compared to the Cup?
Uh, People don't bitch as much. I know Cup race. I mean, it's lap 5. You hear all rah. This guy's. I mean, honestly, I think if people just kept their mic muted and got over it, it passed by. But yeah, everybody at Xfinity's pretty chill for the most part. There was a couple of guys that kept complaining, but I mean, what can you do?
You are right there.
Other than that, it was pretty fun. Shout out to everybody I raced, SP, INF, everybody up there. Fun as always.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
maybe we ought to just retire from this asphalt stuff and just go dirt racing full time. Huh?
Okay, hold up, easy now.
I need to beat LRS's second place record.
Well, man, congrats on the second place tonight, Dusty. Not where you want to finish, but it's kind of a home sweet home for you finishing second. So, um,
I know I literally repeated last year's Kansas Xfinity stats.
exactly to the T. But hopefully you can go get it next week at Chicagoland, a very good track for you. What do you expect to get done there?
Definitely gonna try to win that one. Probably gonna try a little harder because with everybody not knowing if it's gonna be the last race or not, everybody wants to get that little bragging right if it is the last race that you won the last, league sanctioned race on the game. But yeah, definitely looking forward to mile and a halfs are always my favorite to race on.
Mine too as well. I think everybody's gonna be kind of going after that uh, exact same thing, going after that final win that could be, no matter if it is or isn't. Hopefully that it's not, but just like you said, it
Yeah,
could
hopefully
be.
it's not.
So appreciate your time, Dusty, and congrats on the second place runner-up.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all broadcasting.
Anytime, my man. All right, Kenny, I'm going to throw it back down to you on pit road. Been alongside Mr. SP from third place.
SP, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, buddy, I mean, you had a good run all night. From what I could see in the final stage, you really had some speed. Just couldn't really find the opportunity to throw a slider to get in front of Dusty, and then obviously the late pitch strategy didn't really play out in your favor. Just kind of take us through those last couple of laps, along with the pit cycle, and just tell us, your thoughts and what you think could have been done differently to try to get that car further up into the top three.
Yeah, we had a really loose and just the car felt a little off balance the first two stages, and that third stage it was probably the best it's been, but again, the long run the car kind of sucked. So yeah, I wanted to try something different. I was really thinking about going stretching it and going two tires. But obviously, everyone was saying don't do two, don't do two, and I looked at my tires and like it's gonna be close, but yeah, I decided not to go two tires. I don't think it would have worked. I'm glad I took four. I got very lucky. My pit stop was probably the fastest out of anyone all night. It was a 15-1. Got us right back in front of Dusty and Drake. We're able to get in front of Drake and get to Dusty, and I was trying to get around Dusty. I knew he probably had a little bit of faster car because of the fresh tires, but Dusty was pretty good though too, so I just couldn't get around him. And yeah, that kind of cost us a little bit there, but at the end of the day, you win as a team and you lose it as a team. And me and Dusty worked really good all night long. I was on his bumper about 90% of the race, and we were 1-2 the whole race. So you know what? I wouldn't count this as a loss. I'd count it as a win, honestly. We did really good tonight. And Dusty was just filling in for Ducky tonight. So him racing really helped me out stay up front because I had that draft partner. And he was great all night. We worked together, like I said. I would have liked to let a little more than like 4 laps tonight, but like I said, we'll take it. It's a great race for us. Last Xfinity race for us for the season, or not the season, but okay, bye Kenny. For the 2024 year. And yeah, we'll see what happens in 2025. I still got one more race before I head out for the rest of the year, but like I said, we'll see what happens. Dusty and me ran a great race. Proud of him. We did a great job, and congrats to Deport Spetty for getting the win. Okay, yes, Robot Kenny, yes. Okay,
Sorry about that,
anyway.
Mike.
No, you're good, Kenny. You're good. Like I said, great job. Like I said, all night from the Junior Motorsports guys. We did a good job tonight. And looking forward to the next races.
Well,
Yes, sir.
before we cut I was trying to ask one last question with you, SP. Looking back at your, your pitch strategy, do you think you would have benefited taking time to, basically play runaway with 2 versus the rest of the field that had 4?
I mean, I think I had the best tires out of anyone. I was really conserving. I mean, when I pitted there, when everyone else pitted, my tires were still mid-teens, high teens, and I really felt like I could have took 2 there. My left sides were still in the 40s or 30s, or I guess low 30s. I was really thinking of taking 2 there, and I really it hurts to know that the 2 tires was on the table and I did not take it, because usually I would do some strategy like that. I just don't know if it'll work or not. I'm glad where I finished tonight, because I've needed a good run in Xfinity for a while, and we got that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would have rather pushed Dusty and stay with him, because I know that he's fast enough to go catch those other guys, rather than be on 2 tires playing defense the whole time trying to block Eddie and knowing how aggressive Eddie is. I think I made the right call tonight. Obviously, it's not the win, but obviously it's a top 3, and that's kind of what I'm just looking for. Just keep getting these consistent top 3, top 5 finishes, and like I said, we'll move on to the next few races here. Obviously, I won't race next week, but when we return for Talladega, I know I'll be a factor there for sure, and I know Dusty and me are going to work really good there too, as long with Ducky, Flash, and all the other guys. So should be a good show. But yeah, good race from us and Dusty. Good job, Eddie.
Well, solid run for you. Solid run all around. One caution to, go along with a simple race, Alex. So honestly, I'm glad I got to join. Thank you for letting me jump in at stage 2. So
I'm gonna let you do your thing and turn it back over to you.
Yes, sir, indeed. It's been my pleasure having you up in the booth this last stage. It was a honor having you up here as always. SP, congrats on the third, and Dusty on the second. Our winner tonight, Mr. Deport himself, with the strategy move of the race, getting it done here from Kansas. It's been my pleasure hosting this broadcast. You will see us back in action here from Chicagoland Speedway. Luke will be back in the booth with me next week as the Trucks Xfinity or Trucks Cup and Xfinity take it to the next week at Chicagoland. So that'll be the last race of 2024 before we hit the Christmas holidays, and then we will see whether we have a race to broadcast after that. Unfortunately, it'll be kind of just a blessing in disguise because Chicagoland is a UTR defined crown jewel race. So, what other way to end it on that race if it is the last goodbye from Heat 5? But here at UTR, we're hoping it's not. So, until then, we'll see y'all next week and take it easy and have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.